So I'm gonna show you how to replace and change the oil on this Volvo Penta. It's a 3.0, the engine. This is the drive unit SX. So what you gotta do, you need to remove this cover here. There are 2 screws in each side, plus a 5th screw right here. This is where you measure the level. Once you remove this cover, there's gonna be a plug here. I'm gonna show in a different take. That's where you're gonna pump the oil from below. When it hits this top notch here, you know that the level is correct. Then you can just put the plugs back on and stop pumping oil inside. The drain on this particular unit is nowhere in this area. It's actually behind the prop. So I have a video on how to remove the prop as well and how to install it back. It's very easy. So the nut's gonna be somewhere in here behind the prop. So that's what you gotta do. Open the vents on top, the other one in the side. Take the nut below, drain all the oil, and then start pumping the oil back in from below. So removing the cover now, and there you see the nuts that I was mentioning. This is where you're gonna see the oil coming out to make sure it's in the proper level. It's hard to take it out, so maybe you gotta hammer it a couple of times. I like this screw. Immediately as you take off, this is magnetic. You gotta clean this. The oil is very clean. There's no shaving, metal shaves in this magnetic right now. So right here is how to remove the prop. You need to take this clip, and then you have a secured nut. Remove that, remove the nut and the bigger wash, and just pull the prop out. You don't need to tight very strong in there. See how easy it was? The drain plug is right there, pointing to you. It was quite hard to take it out, so I had to hammer it a little bit. I did it twice, and then with another pliers I was able to unlock. Initially it was very hard. So I'm coming with a flat screwdriver now. I will remove this plug, and you see some oil coming out. See how clear that oil is? Now I'm putting a bucket underneath. I will take the plug and the oil is gonna start flowing. Now also adjust the angle of the drive unit so the oil can run clearly. Alright, so taking the plug off, and you can see the oil already coming in. See how clean it is? I'm putting in the paper towel here. It's recommended to change every season or every 200 hours. I don't run for 200 hours every season, but anyway. So you see now it's not dripping, it's dripping just a little bit of oil. But if I put it on vertical position, some more oil is going to come out. So I recommend you all do that, because there will be a lot more oil coming out of this as I am changing. Actually some water that was in the exhaust system coming out as well. I put a bunch of paper towels below so it can catch all the oil. And it doesn't make a huge mess in my garage. I'm putting all of these paper blue towels to catch all the oil. Again, a close look how clean this oil is. Sometimes it gets really dirty. I'll pump the new oil using this gear lube pump. I'll start adding this, screwing this plastic knob into the drain. You really always want to pump the oil from the drain up, so it prevents from having bubbles and lots of air inside of the gears. So you do that, then you add the extension, because I'm using a bigger bottle. The oil that I'm using here, it's whatever it says in the manual. It's a 75D W90. It's specific for gears. I'm gonna open here and start pumping. It really took me a long time to pump about 2 liters or so of oil inside of the gear unit or the drive unit. So yeah, you gotta do that a lot. So as you start pressing, you can see the oil flowing into the unit. I do that a lot of times. Again, as we open, that's up there, that's where we want to see the oil coming out. Now put the drive unit in the vertical position so it's level, right? You don't want to do it while it's on an angle. But this is going faster here just because, as I said, I had to pump a lot of times. So repositioning the camera here, I'll keep pumping and you see the oil coming out from that level plug right there. As soon as the oil gets out, pump maybe an additional 2-3 times and then immediately put the plug in. See, I see the oil is coming out. Then I'm going to plug. Then you can insert the top plug as well before you remove your pump. As soon as you remove this plastic part, close the hole with your finger and then put the bottom plug in place. There you go. That's pretty much how you change the oil on this drive unit. Put the screw back on, get it tight, not too much because it's gonna be a pain later. Verify the level, should be close to that mark right there. I know it's hard to see in this image, but the level was good. Let it sit for a while, and that's it. So installing the prop back in place, I started with some white grease, marine grease, on these parts, just to protect for rust. I added on covering everything here. Put this marine grease everywhere, and then reinstall the prop. You don't need to get it really snug. in there, just lock the nuts and it will be great. Thank you for watching. It was hard for me to find a video on this particular unit, so I hope this can help other people to replace this gear lube on the drive unit. Thank you very much. Bye.